Hello there, my name's Miles Pitcher. I'm the owner of Superior Lending. My goal today is to give you some of the basics of and an intro into reverse mortgages. There is a ton of info out there on reverses. Many times you're hearing from people things that are not true. So I'd like you to clear your minds, have an open mind, and hear some of the facts and info about a reverse mortgage. Let's get started. So why would we look at doing a reverse? Just real quickly, it provides an opportunity to have some financial freedom, to maybe even relieve some stress of having a monthly mortgage payment. I believe seniors should be able to enjoy their retirement. You've worked hard all your life, and you should be able to enjoy that. You may have some situations where you currently have some medical expenses, or they may come as a surprise to you, or any additional expenses that may pop up. I've also helped a lot of people with a reverse mortgage to repair their home, put on a new roof, replace a deck, and to make the home in such a way that they can live in it for many more years. Make it just, get a living space or a bedroom all remodeled on the main living floor so the stairs are taken care of, build some ramps. Or I had another client who just wanted to remodel their kitchen and have a nice new kitchen. Another option or another reason is maybe you want to access some of the equity in your current home to be able to go buy a rental property, to put it in investments, to create additional cash flow for you so that you can live more comfortably in your retirement. Bottom line is, if there is a reason to improve your cash flow, this is something you should consider and look at. So if you find this info helpful at all, please just do me a favor and hit that like button down at the bottom. All right, I want to remind you about the difference between a traditional mortgage and a reverse mortgage. So remember, in a traditional mortgage, you make a monthly payment. Typically in that monthly payment that you write out, there's principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. Your loan balance will go down every single month as you make that payment, and the lender takes the interest and says, thank you very much. Okay. Typically, the traditional mortgage is amortized over 30 years so that it becomes almost a forced savings plan where a portion goes to principal and portion goes to interest, but everything is based on 30 years. Let's look at reverse mortgage now. A reverse mortgage takes advantage of the equity that you have in your home, and it uses that equity to your benefit. Typically, you need to be 62 or older, at least one person or spouse. You can have one of the spouses under 62. Also, this varies state to state. I'm in Utah, and I am licensed in multiple states, but in Utah, 62 is the dividing line. Other states, there are some that will go younger in age on the reverse mortgage. So check with me depending on what state you're in. You can use a reverse mortgage to do a purchase or a refinance. So in here, when we talk about equity, if it's a purchase, it's going to be your down payment amount, how much you're putting in the purchase. A lot of this info will talk as though you're refinancing and you have equity in your home. As you probably have heard, there is no monthly payment that you have to write out. What happens is the interest that is due on the loan gets added to your loan balance every single month. And so your loan balance will increase every single month. That's why it's a reverse mortgage, is because the loan balance is going to increase. I will make a note right here that when it comes to property taxes, homeowners insurance, HOA fees, you will have to pay those yourself, and you will have to demonstrate to the lender that you have the capabilities of making those payments, in addition to keeping your home in good working order. If you can't do that, there's some different options. I won't dive into those today. So there's options for drawing out equity if you want to get some money to do either repairs, investments, or whatever, you can take it out as a lump sum. You can have it structured as what we call tenured payments. That's where there's a set amount that is given to you every single month. Or you can have a line of credit that is set up so that you can draw those funds as you need them. When is the reverse mortgage due? Is it 30 years like a traditional mortgage? It is not. So the loan becomes due and needs to be repaid back to the lender when you either sell the home, and that's real simple. When you're selling it, there'll be a payoff generated. When you leave the home permanently, let's say that maybe it's a single lady and she now needs to move into an assisted living center and she is permanently leaving that home, or she won't be able to come back to it. That is a point at which it's no longer occupied as a primary residence because this needs to be done as a primary residence. Therefore, the loan would need to be repaid. Or the last one is the last borrowing spouse or the last partner spouse passes away. I often get asked if this money is tax-free when you take it out, if you're drawing out some of your equity. Yes, it is. Absolutely. So qualifying is super simple in this, and this is why we love reverse mortgages. One of the reasons is that on a traditional mortgage, you have to prove your debt ratios, and you're in your retirement, so your income is limited. So we look at what your age is. The older you are, the older the youngest borrowing spouse is, determines and increases how much you can borrow. So older you are, the more they will loan to you. We look at the value of the home and how much equity you have in it. If you're doing a purchase, that means what is your down payment. We do pull credit. We do look at credit scores. They are used to determine and help decide. You remember I talked to you earlier about showing the ability to make the property tax, homeowners insurance, HOA fee payments if applicable, and keep the home in good working order. The credit score is one of the ways that we help determine that. So it's very easy to look at that. Here's how you can contact me. Also, we will be doing additional videos on this, pros and cons, things to watch out for, or even situations where you shouldn't do a reverse mortgage. But in the meantime, if you subscribe, you'll get notified when those videos are available. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you for watching.